Uh, Thales, I would like to straight away dive into the conversation. And the first thing I want to talk to you about is really where did you discover this uh, concept of disruption being very different from what has been seen before to what is being seen today? So, where did you discover this? And can you tell us the story behind how did you come about this, difference that you saw?
Great. So I think the first time I saw it, it was in maybe around 2010. And I was invited to Facebook headquarters to give a talk about my early research as a professor at the Harvard Business School. And my research was on economics of attention. I had written some articles on viral advertising for Harvard Business Review. And so Facebook, before its IPO, it was a fast growing company, but not the giant that it is today, invited me to give a talk. And I got to see Mark Zuckerberg programming on his computer in flip flops. And I gave my talk, and afterwards they were nice enough to give me a tour of the place, and we had a chit chat. And I tried basically to understand at the time what was Facebook's plan for really growing really fast. And they explained it to me, and I just wrote down a few pointers, and I just put it away. Went back to Boston to my work, and about a year later, I was invited to give another talk, and this followed, right? As my research would come out on economics of attention, I was invited to give a talk at Netflix. I went, and I had a good friend who was the CMO of Airbnb at the time. And I visited many other smaller startups. And every time I visited them, I asked them kind of set of similar questions. How are you planning to disrupt your market? What are you going to do different? How are you going to go faster than the others? And they would start to explain to me very specific things about their industries. But as I started asking more and more this question to the same sets of businesses, I started seeing a common pattern. And the pattern had less to do with their technologies. And so my colleagues like Clay Christensen and others, and reading about disruption in the trade press with executives, consultants that talked about all the role of technology and disruptive technologies. But these startups were talking much more about the customer, changing behaviors, and how they were planning to kind of offer something different and unique to customers. And so that was the first glimmer that I started seeing that the reality that I saw with these startups was not compatible with this idea of technology as being the biggest driver of disruption.